G1 34 is over. There was some good, there was some bad. Overall, I think it was an okay G1, which I guess was a success considering the amount of changes we have. But yes, I'll go for the good, now I'll go for the bad, and then I'll do what I think we should do going forward. First off, the good, I love the qualifying. It makes a lot of sense to explain why some people got in, some people didn't. So I like that. Also, was a good promotion for the actual tournament. It got you hyped. You're thinking about the tournament like ages in advance because you're just seeing people fight. So I thought it was a good way of hyping the tournament up to do. Probably got me more interested, maybe quicker than I probably would have. So that was pretty good. All the new faces. We had 5 people in this year's field, which was their first tournament. And 12 had only been in 2 tournaments or less before this. So there's a lot of new people, which is very refreshing to see. Not the same old people. A lot of young guys getting opportunities. A lot of these guys are young, so that's pretty sweet to see. Like Newman's like, what, 21? 3 of the last 6 were in their early 30s, so they're all different people, all young people, and it's good to see the main event is changing. I guess it has to, with all the exits we've had, but yeah. And Zach has been officially promoted to like top gaijin, which is really cool. You know, he was a guy who you could build towards the main event, you know, give him a big win or something, but I think going forward, he's just the main eventer now, and that's pretty cool. The bad. Now we're going to do the bad. The match quality, I want to say is lower. I mean, you haven't got people like Yano anymore who would, you know, obviously not have good matches on purpose. But without the lack of, like, Prime, Omega, Okada, Ospreay the last few years, Ibushi, Tanahashi when he was good, Naito when he was not falling apart, which has been happening, you know, a bit by bit, but this year's really accelerated. You just don't have those high quality matches anymore. Again, we're not having low quality matches. We don't have like bad people in here, like Yano. You used to get some like real bad Kenta matches, I used to think, and you don't get stuff like that anymore. But what you're getting is like, you're not really getting any really great matches you'd say, you've got to watch this. You're just not getting those anymore. Which for me, those few bad matches were worth the trade-off to have those like all-timers sprinkled across your tournament. Like you'd go out your way to check every Ospreay match like last year. You just would, because every single match was amazing, and you don't get that this year. There's no unmissable matches, is I guess the best way to put it. I think they did really bad job of protecting the champions this year. Obviously, Naito went like 5-4. I did some math. Since the G1's been called the G1 since '91, there's only been 4 world champions that have had a worse record than him, which is pretty shocking. The last one before this was Okada's first G1, actually, in 2013, I think, where he got like 4 wins and a draw. Both Kid and Anari are negative. I know they're lower titles down the pecking order, but they're meant to be your champions. So that's a bit silly. I think Cobb's like... The thing is, what you could do with like the TV championship is like, if Cobb loses, just make it go over 15 at least a couple of times, so he doesn't have technically 1,000 challenges. But all his losses were under 15, which is infuriating. I don't know why they did that. Goto, I could go on about Goto, but they booked him to beat the top 3 in like a real tight group. A crowd was losing their mind. He was like getting the biggest reaction out of anyone, especially, you know, with Naito breaking down. And then he ends the tournament losing to bottom dwellers right at the end, and it just took the energy out of the tournament for me. Like, I was watching the final night of Group B after he lost, just like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, the one guy I wanted is gone. Like, I don't care. So they could have either just told you straight up, look, Goto's out of this early, to give him those losses early, you wouldn't think about it, or have him go through. And like, they did the worst thing possible, which would give you that false hope again, and then not deliver. And it just kind of like really took me out for like the next show or so. Going forward, give the belt to Zach. I think Naito challenging for the title and winning it back is probably a better storyline than, you know, Zach coming in and then probably, like, you don't want you don't want Zach to win. Like, Zach winning the belt there at Wrestle Kingdom really doesn't make sense over the fan favorite Naito. So Naito instead losing the belt and then having to win it back makes all the sense in the world. Or straight up, just build up Goto. Just push him, give him some big wins, make the challenge, have Goto win the title at Wrestle Kingdom. That would be a great moment. Will the tickets be as good? Probably not, but like it'll be a memorable Wrestle Kingdom, which a lot of people I think will be into watching. Get rid of the Bishamon theme. Like, the high point of this tournament was like people like chanting to Goto's theme and getting super into his matches before they even began. But the Bishamon music plays at the finals, and everyone's just kind of dead. Like, it's not a song you can chant to, and you can't chant for one person over Yoshi. That'd be kind of harsh. Also, why is Yoshi getting the title shot after all that? That's really weird, actually. But yeah, get rid of that song, keep these Goto chants going, and then build up to this Goto big win, which will probably be the Never title knowing Geto, but I still have hope. Finley's look great. If there was ever a time to stop putting him in the main event picture, it is now. Do this man some good. Put him in main event matches because he can hold his own definitely now. Move Naito to the tag scene, I think would be the obvious thing once he's done with this storyline title run. Again, him being the world title scene, he is the biggest star, makes all the sense in the world, but I think if you can make a good champion, stick Naito with either Tsuji and Shingo for a big, long title run, you could have like a hot tag scene to go with your world champion, and I think that would work wonders. Controversial opinion this is going to be, but I thought a lot of problems with the actual G1 can be fixed with the 4 blocks. I actually think it's better. There's more pros to the 4 blocks than cons, I think. I'll do a follow-up video, I think, on how I think it is a better format, and I'll probably rerun this tournament, rebook it as if it was a 4-block tournament, so keep an eye out for that. But apart from that, I think that's all I want to say now. It was an okay tournament. Like, it didn't have any high points, really, apart from the last few matches. Like, I wouldn't go out of the way to watch this one. I wouldn't tell anyone to go out of the way to watch this one, or any of it, because it's just... There's no highs. There's no highs, just some mids. You want something. You want something to go up here, even if it meant, like, you got some things going down here. You got that flat line instead. It's the tournament's flatlining, the company's dying. But you need those peaks, you know, you need those beats, those heartbeats. And yeah, we didn't get anything really to pique anyone's interest this tournament, so I don't think it was that great. But I think we knew going in it was going to be a struggle, so... And also they, like, break my heart by teasing Goto and then not doing it again, which is fantastic. But that's all I'm going to say for now. Take care, let me know what you think of the G1, and see you again soon. Bye-bye, people.